Hi, yeah, as you guys can probably see, we're slightly wet. The weather isn't ideal. We've come to Badlands today, and yeah, as you can see, it is incredibly wet. It's probably the wettest day we've had. We've had lots of rain, but today it started off wet. We thought we'd see how far we could go into Badlands and have a look. It might stop raining. No, it didn't, and yeah, we've literally just got in. It's only 11 o'clock in the morning. We got to the campsite already. We just had to bail on everything. Feet soaking wet, everywhere soaking wet. Anyway, it happens. So yeah, we're going to stay here now and try and dry ourselves out a bit. And tomorrow, yeah, we'll make a plan and find out where we're going. But basically, we're heading due east. Hi guys, after yesterday's wet day, we've had a big day today, done nigh on 300 miles. As you can see, we've got the tent up. Karen, give us a wave. Wave. Yeah, we already decided this part of the trip was going to be the sort of area of the states that we blast through, so we've done it, 300 odd miles. So there's not much pictures or scenic route stuff. We went over a nice dam today. We stopped at a fuel station, met a real nice bunch of guys on bikes, mostly Harleys. I think they're all Harleys, and they're out for a big cruise today. And yeah, we had a good chat with them at the fuel station. We took a few pictures with them. Hope you guys enjoy the pictures. Nice to chat with you. All the stuff we went through, and yeah. So anyway, here we are. We're in South Dakota. We've just changed another time zone. We're looking at just cruising across, doing a similar sort of thing tomorrow. We're heading up towards Niagara Falls, and so that's our plan for the next few days, just banging some miles. So if we see some nice stuff, we do. If we do, we don't. Anyway, a couple of things. Yesterday, God, yeah, Badlands. Yeah, that was excuse the ears, a few midges around at the moment. Badlands lived up to its name. It was not ideal. I don't know if any of you have ridden a bike or whatever. For the guys that haven't ridden a bike, when you're wearing a helmet, bad roads are a totally different gig to normal. So if you're ever next in your car, to give you some idea, if you haven't had a helmet on or ridden in the rain or etc., next time you're driving a car, try just not turning your windscreen wipers on and putting your head as close to the windscreen as you can and driving for as long as you can. No complaints, just you get a rough idea of what it's like to be on a motorbike. Or the other option is, if you want to, when you get out to about 30-40 mile an hour, stick your head out the window and try seeing. It's just interesting. It's just, you get used to it. It's no complaints, but just an interesting way that what we have to do when the weather's bad. Anyway, the weather was really bad. A couple of bits when we're going through Badlands to probably make you laugh. We were going through, and you can't see a great deal, but what we were seeing on the road was just, I was driving, it's sort of fairly wet, and the road looked wet, it was wet, and then all of a sudden you can't see, you just go through a huge wet puddle, and anyway, at that point we were absolutely shoes, absolutely sodden, so we were all wet. Anyway, another bit in the middle of Badlands was we were going through and we saw all of a sudden big roadwork signs came up. Stop, go, traffic lights, only one lane, so we just about made it through before it went red. Anyway, it's a good old mile, and anyway, as we were going through it, the road was really rough. It was all basically just shale, so we had to take it really steady, sort of 15-20 mile an hour. And at that point, I lift my visor up so you can sort of see, and if you go too slow, your glasses steam up, which isn't ideal. And to the left hand side of me was just the bollards. To the right hand side of me was just like mud, not ideal either. So we get going through it, and then all of a sudden we realised that we probably weren't going through the speed we should do, but we couldn't go any faster because you just couldn't see you couldn't see what holes, because they were all filled with water. So you're looking after Goldie. We could see the cars a good sort of quarter of a mile in front of us, and they decide that obviously the lights turn green, they can see us, and they decide to come through at us. And it's like, this isn't great, because it was just a single road. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen the film with Kevin Bacon in it, Footloose, when they're on the two tractors and they play a game of dare on the tractors. Well, that's just how we felt like. Obviously coming towards us was a whole bunch of vehicles only a one-way road, us with nowhere to go, and anyway, it all got very tight. We couldn't go over to our right hand side too much because we would have been in the mud and could have got stuck, and obviously didn't want to get too close to smash the cars coming the other way, but we got through and Kevin Bacon would have been proud of us. Anyway, it's nice and sunny now. Hopefully we're done with all the horrible weather. We're in a tent tonight, and yeah, okay, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Hi guys, right, yeah, well, we're heading across the Great Plains, and this was an area that before we even came to the States that we knew on the way back that we were just going to basically go across as quickly as possible. We're doing that, and absolutely right, today we were on one road for 200 miles, and I think it had 2 or 3 bends in it, as you can see by the photograph, so there's not much to report as far as pictures and scenery, etc, etc, I'm afraid. So these are just a few pictures that we've got, and heading on up towards Niagara Falls.